Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up, guys. Wake up. There you go. Wake up. How you guys doing on this Saturday morning? When I got finished my live stream last night, shout out to all you great fans. We had another great attended live stream that was fun. I hope it was fun. It was fun for me. But after I did that in my fireside chat, man, I was burnt. I was just exhausted. And I've been busy. We got the draft. I can't believe 5 days, 9 hours, and 49 minutes and 30 seconds from now will be in the draft. At this point, a week from now, we'll already have 3 Dallas Cowboy players in the fold, and we'll be working on the fourth right now. Um, Time is flying by. I know it sucks that we are sheltered in place as much as possible, although some of you are less sheltered than others. Just if you do go out, you know, don't solely go by what you get from the government. Use common sense, okay? I'm just saying, keep distance from people. This I don't mean to get into coronavirus and everything else, and I'm just going to say this one thing. Understand this. This thing right here is dirtier than most toilet seats. You know, they say don't put your hands in your face. Don't touch your face. Guess what touches this every single time? From you text messaging, from you dialing the phone, to you playing games. So, yesterday as I went to the store, and I've got my mask on, I got my gloves on and everything else, I got my sanitizer and wipes and stuff, so when I come out, I can take off the gloves and sanitize, because I'm being cautious. I don't want to get this. I don't want to be a burden to the hospitals, the doctors, and the health insurance companies and things. I want to do my part. So I'm in the store with all this gear on, and here I see a guy, no gloves, no mask, walking around the grocery store with his phone. Yeah, right, right. So if Corona is in the store, if it happens to be on something you touch with your bare hands and you're dialing your phone, it's now on your phone, which you are now putting, you're not just touching your face, you're extending, leaving it on your face. Don't be that guy, okay? Don't be, I got an earpiece. If I have to talk on the phone, I got the earpiece. I can talk, I'm not touching the face. Catch the phone, but I'm not touching the face. So be safe. So I am hopeful that we have a season. I don't know that we're going to have fans in the stands. It may be different than what we're used to, but you know what? If I could sit right over here and have that television on and be able to watch my Dallas Cowboys play, I will make it through. I will find a way to enjoy it, okay? I'll be sitting here with some chicken wings. I won't have to worry about paying $10 for a beer. I got my bathroom right over there. I can live stream and connect with all my buddies. We'll be okay. But what excites me more than anything else, and I have so much negativity, and I don't know if it's trolls or if it's regular people that are Cowboy fans or not, but they got the whole doom and gloom. They say, as long as we got Jerry Jones, we are not going to win, okay? Well, you know what? Baby steps. Baby steps. Yesterday, something happened to me, or happened with the Cowboys, that made me feel different. I know we're still doing the Dak Prescott deal the way we did the Zeke Elliott and the D-Law deal. Or basically, we treat them like we really don't need them. We're not going to pay them. They're going to do, and then all of a sudden they do at the last minute and screw up the season. I hope that changes. I hope that we don't get into ugliness in there. But the reality is it's probably not going to be until July when the players are actually on the field working and doing stuff. And that's when it'll be critical to get the Dak deal done. You're doing virtual reality. So basically, they're talking about the plays, but you're not actually executing them. You got Kellen Moore, who is going to be the offensive coordinator, so not going to change the terminology too much. And I think that's part of the reason why Kellen Moore got to keep his job. But what excites me is yesterday, Stephen Jones did all the talking. I always say Jerry Jones is like the jackrabbit at the dog trap. He goes out running, and then all the dogs, they're all running behind him. They're chasing him. That's Jerry Jones. He's over here with the media, getting them all juiced up and, crazy, talking Johnny Manziel, show me the money and stuff. Where you have Stephen Jones and Will McClay and before Jason Garrett over here trying to do the real work. So it was Stephen Jones yesterday who did a lot of talking. And I always say, when Stephen Jones talks, pay attention, because that's generally how the things go, is through Stephen Jones. When we were originally talking about Dez Bryant coming back, when you had the talking heads telling you that, we have clarity on the Dez Bryant situation, that Dez Bryant will be meeting with Jerry Jones and he will be offered a pay cut and he will take it and remain a Dallas Cowboys. That was reported the night before. I told you all off season Dez Bryant was going to get cut. People said I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I said pay attention to Stephen Jones, because when Stephen Jones was asked about Dez Bryant, the way he turned stone-faced and wouldn't answer any questions about it, to me, told me everything I need to know. He ain't coming back. He ain't part of the family. I don't care that Jerry Jones, what he was saying. It was Stephen Jones that made that call. So yesterday, all of a sudden, Stephen Jones is doing a whole lot more talking. There was no Jerry. It was all Stephen Jones. And he talked about wanting to be more New England-esque. I have said for years that, I've compared some things that the Cowboys that were doing that were more like New England. And of course, people go crazy and they say, oh, you can't compare the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't compare them. I didn't say the Dallas Cowboys were New England. But you can use New England as a model of what they're doing. You've never seen a team for so long to be so successful. And so the NFL is a copycat league. And what you want to do is, whatever they did, I need to do some things like that as well. And New England, with Bill Belichick, who's a genius. Bill Belichick, you never know what you're going to get, which is something we never got with Jason Garrett. You always knew exactly what you're going to get. Every press conference, you could just change the score and the team, and it's exactly the same. On first down, probably 70% of the time, Zeke Elliott was going to get it up the middle. With Dez Bryant that he only had 5 routes. There was no innovation. But Bill Belichick, on a weekly basis, understands I need a wrinkle. I'm going to find something that gives me 3 or 4 plays that gives me an advantage. The reason he won against us in that bad weather was he saw a weakness on our kicking team. He got that punt block, giving his team a short field, which was the difference between winning and losing. Bill Belichick came out one game, had all of his defensive line standing up. It's not that it made his defensive lineman more effective standing up. But if you're an offensive lineman and you're going to the line of scrimmage, and you're used to seeing a nose tackle on all fours right in your face, and you get down and they're standing up, you're going, the fuck? What are they doing? It puts confusion in your mind because it's the unknown. And that's the advantage that he gives you. And so, Stephen Jones, who did a lot of talking yesterday about a lot of different subjects, said this, and this is great. I love this because he really broke it down. What I've been fired up about with Coach McCarthy and what he's doing with our defensive staff and defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan, it's what you want to have is flexibility. You want to have great players and you want to be able to scheme against offenses you're going to play around. I think a perfect example of that, people we've had tremendous successes, is Bill Belichick in New England. In terms of how they scheme and how they use different fronts and different schemes in order to have success on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, we're working hard, putting our off the field priorities first. But with guys like Aldon Smith and Randy Gregory, they are long guys who can rush the passer from that outside spot. We call it the SAM, strong side. Strong side meaning from the center, you have more guys on one side versus the other, okay? That's the strong side. The other side's the weak side. We used to call them Spike and Duke at JMU because we were dogs, okay? So you had the Spike linebacker. So you're like a dog with a spike. Okay. Okay. I guess you could say Steve and Wendy if you wanted to. They're guys that are long and can rush the passer from that outside. We call it strong side linebacker, or DPR, designated pass rusher role. Traditionally, with Rod Marnelli, we use typically more just the 4-3 and typical defensive ends like guys like DeMarcus Lawrence or Robert Quinn. But I do think you could see some situations where they are looking looking at a pass rusher type that can rush the passer from more of a SAM or a DPR type position, which is a 3-4. That's an outside linebacker type position, which is why we've seen different linebackers and things coming in here. And to me, I like that defense better. It's just me personally, because what it does is it basically clogs up the middle. You've got the nose tackle that's over the center. And if you look at our defense that was gutted against the run, it was all coming right up the gut. But the main thing is they're looking at and saying, this is us. This is what we're going to do every play, every time. This is our base defense, and that's what you can expect to see. They're looking to change up and have people that are flexible, that this defense will be kind of like a Swiss Army knife, that we can change, because some teams are more run heavy. Some teams are more pass heavy. And so if you're going against a team that is a pass happy team, you got to be able to put more pressure on. If you're going against a team that's just going to run it up your gut, you need to be able to put the big dogs, those roll-off dumpsters full of gravel in the middle, to man up one-on-one and be able to change and stop at the point of attack. And so to hear flexibility, to hear the understanding of one thing does not fit all is key. Because the philosophy of Jason Garrett before was, we're a running team, and we're going to run Zeke Elliott up the middle, and when Zeke Elliott can't run up the middle, the team seemed dumbfounded. They didn't have another plan. They didn't have another way to attack. And understand, in the NFL, flexibility is key. It's funny because I've got my Marco Polo group with Jet D and Mike J, Q, let the dogs out and put down a shot glass, and Philly Cowboy Fan 76. And it seems like on a daily basis, I got a new name for my man, and it's MacGyver. MacGyver and Grizzly Adams, because he actually goes bear hunting and basically guts and strips a bear. But he's out there with his grill. He's got fire bricks that he's lining the grill with, so that way he can go ahead and make fire-cooked pizza on his grill. He finds a solution to a problem or a different way of looking at things. So, my man, MacGyver and Grizzly Adams, I'm trying to come up with a one word for those two. So leave in the comments the name of what you would do to put those two together, you know? That's what our Dallas Cowboys haven't been able to do, is to come up with solutions. If we're doing our stuff and it's working, it works great. But then somebody throws a wrench into it, we can't adjust. So that does my heart good to hear that they understand that we need to be flexible, at least on defense, and I'm hoping that it translates into the offense as well. So it's 10:30 already. I only have a few hours before we get ready to try something new. Channel members, I'm still working on getting the link. I will post in the community tab the Zoom in number or code that you click on, so that way you can be part of it. So 2 o'clock today, we're going to try something new, and we are going to be, wow, we're going to do a conference call with channel members, and we're going to live stream it. So I got work to do to get ready for this thing, and hopefully it'll be kind of cool. I'm Mark Holmes, and I will see you guys soon.